Hello and welcome. In this video, we're gonna be learning how to sing Riptide, which is the funnest song ever. Guitarists love to play it, piano players love to play it, singers love to sing it. So this is the perfect video for you if you just wanna be able to sing an awesome song that's super versatile. So we're gonna be looking at some of the stylistic choices that Vance Joy was making as he was singing through the song, and there are a lot of them. And then we're also gonna look at how you can sing this in your own unique voice. So let's dive in. Okay, first things first, this song is perfect for beginners because the whole song stays within this 1 octave range. So if you can sing from this note, all the way up to that note, you've got all the notes you need for Riptide, which is awesome. So the first thing that happens in this song is we've got this little ascending, I was scared of dentists and the dark. So we've just got this like little bit of a minor scale happening. So you can even warm up to help you find the notes. I was scared of dentists and the dark. Now, I'm gonna play the song so you can hear some of the things that Vance Joy is doing, and then we'll talk about how you can also implement some of those techniques. So here we go. I was scared of dentists and the dark. Okay, right out the gates, we've got so many things happening here. He kind of swoops into it. I was scared of dentists. And then he does this flip. So one of the things that happens a ton in this song is you get this like sort of strong connected tone, and then he lets it go. And then he comes back to being kind of strong and intense, and then he lets it go again. So instead of, I was scared of dentists and the dark, there's so much texture and color within that line because we're getting this little bit of vocal fry. I was scared of dentists. You hear how I kind of let that go, woo. That's what he's doing. I was scared of dentists and the dark. And then he kind of comes back in. And it draws in the listener. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. And then he's more intense there on that line. And then we'll just listen to a little bit more so you can hear, pay attention to those colors. Like, is he light or is he a little bit more intense? I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. All my friends are turning green. You're believing him. You're the magician's assistant in their dream. So the final thing I'm gonna say about the verse here is we've got this, I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. Oh, wow, my friends. Like he's kind of leaning into it, and that's where you get that beautiful intensity. And you also have that vocal fry. So vocal fry is this sound, like ah. So you might feel a little bit weird practicing that sound. Oh, wow, my. But he's doing it at the beginning of some of his phrases and words, and it gives the song some emotion. Oh, my friends are turning green. And he leans to the green. You're the magician's assistant in their dreams. Okay, now, the next bit is super fun because it kind of feels like you're like howling like a dog. Ooh. That's literally how you're gonna practice it. So don't worry if it feels really different in your voice when you're singing. It's an octave span. So that's difficult to target from a pitch perspective. Ooh. So practice it. You can even sit down at a piano, or if you have a guitar, these are just B flats. You could go, ooh. And then when you're ready, you can put the sound back on it. So I want you to hear how he does it. So he kind of starts with an ah, and there's a bit of vocal fry on it. Ooh, and then he goes into that really free woo sound. So you can even be like, woo! That's the sensation. So you get that fry here. Ooh. And then on the next one, it's more intense, and he's in more of an ah vowel. And he doesn't flip. He doesn't go, ah. He goes, ah. And they come unstuck. So again, you're buying into the emotion of the song. And then we get to the chorus. And it feels a little bit more intense and moving forward. Lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. You have to breathe here. So that's the thing in the chorus is
You have to make sure that you're taking your breaths as you need them. I connected those first 2 lines, but if you need to breathe after each line of the chorus, take a catch breath. Don't like gasp and try to catch your breath. Just this quick little breath in, that's gonna help you get from line to line without gasping for air. So if I slowed it down, lady running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side, I wanna be your left-hand man. Breath, I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Now, I just wanna note right here, this is where things start to get fun and exciting, because you may have noticed I was doing some different things in there. I was singing some of the melody notes a little bit differently, and I was starting to put my own spin on this. And that's really what I want to encourage you to do, because you learn the notes of a song. And then you'll hear it. You'll hear the original artist that inspired you to cover it in the first place, and you can pay attention to the things that they're using, just like we've done. But then I want you to start thinking about how you would sing it. Maybe there is a note that you just always sing a bit differently. Maybe you like to put some vibrato at the ends of your lines. Maybe you like to sing it softer. So begin to experiment with that and encourage yourself to start to take some creative liberties. So we'll talk about that a little bit more. Before I get too far down that path, I wanted to look at the bridge of this song. So the first times I listened to this, I actually didn't pick up on them. But if you listen to his voice really closely, he's doing this sort of flipping thing. But it adds to this intensity. And pay attention to how he's like grabbing on some of the consonants and really singing strongly into all the words.
I just wanna know if you're gonna stay.
There's that little flip in there.
I just gotta know.
There again.
I can't have it any other way.
He stays intense.
I swear she's destined for the screen.
He's really accenting his words.
Closest thing to Michelle Pfeiffer
And then pay attention to what
that
happens
you've
here,
ever
because this will make your performance epic.
seen. Running down to
It comes right back down, and he's singing in this really, really light voice, like almost like this head voice with moments that make me think maybe falsetto, but it's so light. And then after that, the intensity comes back. So this is where you get to have fun playing with the dynamic range of your voice. A really quick and easy way to get intensity is to grab onto your consonants. So I'm gonna grab onto the ah of the I, and I'm gonna grab onto the W for the wannas, and I'm gonna grab onto the g for the gunnas. And I'm not gonna be over exaggerating it, but paying a little more attention to those consonants will help me to get intensity on this bridge. So I just wanna know if you're gonna stay. I just gotta know. And did you notice how I let my voice flip there? I just gotta. So again, it's sort of this like weird space between vocal fry and just letting things go. I just gotta. So if you want to practice like a yodel, like Tarzan, that's gonna help you in here. But you may not like how that sounds, in which case don't do it. This becomes your own adventure. Here we go. I can't have it any other way, I swear. Grab that S, I swear she's destined for the screen. Closest thing to Michelle Pfeiffer that you've ever seen. I'm actually over enunciating those words a little bit, and then lady running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. And there, I let myself get really, really light. So I feel like we've been on this big adventure as we've gone through this song so far. There's so much to think about. And this is what I love about learning songs, because you hear something and you get inspired by it, and then you kind of imitate what you hear, and then you get to start to reflect on what you like. And you begin to tell a story in the song that's personal to you. And then when you're feeling emotions as you're singing something, they come through in your vocal performance, and those emotions are uniquely yours and your voice is uniquely yours, and you begin to hear things that really just sound uniquely yours. So that's what you can do. Now you've got some of the techniques that Vance Joy was using. Active listening is so great. You know, when you're listening to a song on the radio, that's sort of passive listening. Active listening is where you're like paying attention to what you're really hearing. What is this vocalist doing? Spend some time listening to the songs you love that way, and then carry some of those skills to your performance, and then begin to settle in and make it your own. All right. So that's it for today. I want to hear your covers of this song. So practice it, sing it, enjoy it, record yourself, share the links below, and happy practicing. Oh, have me come unstuck, lady, running down to the Riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat.